Good evening, everyone. It's Friday, the 1st of May, and just a quick update on what has been happening in the last week. I think one of the key things that we've noticed is that we're getting significantly better with technology, and I'm even using a virtual background here to demonstrate just how uh, far we've gone. This is certainly something that's very new for me. We've made a few changes as regards our technology. So Sharon has done a tremendous amount of work looking at how we can change our telecommunications systems so that we will use voice over internet protocol, or VoIP as it's otherwise known. And we'll be looking at how we can roll that out. And the benefit of that is that it does accommodate much more flexible working, but also will save a significant amount of money. So I think we are on a very steep learning curve, and I'm really impressed and very proud of what we've achieved. And just want to say thank you very much to everyone who's been thrown in at the deep end of this sort of technological experience, because it really has been something that's happened much faster than we ordinarily would have done. Just a couple of other things to note over this last week. We continue with our advice service, and we continue to meet the needs of local people. We're starting to identify some new trends coming out. So, for example, the known homeless people that were originally housed in temporary accommodation by the council seem to be being replaced with people on the streets who previously were sofa surfing and now are finding that they don't really have anywhere to go. So we're starting to see some new things that are happening, and I've been able to raise that with the council and also with other people in the community voluntary sector response group who are looking at how we support people in Oxfordshire. I think, again, some of the other things that we're finding is that it is still a huge challenge to try and help people who don't really understand technology and who aren't very familiar with email or internet sites to be able to do the things that they need to do. I was speaking with Carl earlier in the week, and he suggested that certainly when it came to the help to claim process to claim universal credit, that the telephone services are problematic because it does seem that the people who answer the phones don't always know exactly what is required. And he encouraged that everyone is just persistent and make sure that we, sort of act fully on behalf of our clients and not be put off when we encounter people in the DWP or in any other service really who are unsure or not sure how to take things forward, because the reality is that we're all learning as we go. So we need to support them to understand what the client's needs are and be persistent in getting those needs met. Just a couple of other little bits of things that we've been doing. The social prescribing service continues to support patients on the phone, and the Community Connect staff are doing the same for clients that they're working with, because loneliness is definitely a key issue that is coming up, and people are really beginning to feel the pinch of being isolated, especially people who are living on their own or people who can't go into a garden or an outside space because of their housing situation. And so that's really starting to have a marked impact. And I think that focusing on people's well-being and mental health is going to be quite critical going forward. The food delivery service continues to hand out food parcels, but more importantly, to assess what people's needs are and work very hard to help them to become self-sufficient so that they're not in a situation of needing to have food parcels. But of course, there are some people who simply have run out of money, and who are in a situation where they're not able to leave the house to get to a food bank to collect food parcels. So there are still situations where people do need food parcels delivered to them. So we'll continue to do that and really make sure that we meet the needs of everybody in Choa. On a more important note, I think that all the conversations that I'm having with some of the key stakeholders in Oxfordshire, in the County Council, in the Clinical Commissioning Group, in the other voluntary sector organisations, all of them are saying just how incredible the response has been from Citizens Advice in North Oxfordshire and South Northamptonshire. So I think we really ought to be very proud of what we've done. We went in early, we identified what was coming. We didn't wait until we were already in the thick of things and needing to know what to do. We were really proactive, and I think that that is showing. And I'm really proud that we've achieved so much and will continue to achieve. So I just want to wish you a very happy weekend. I hope that you get some rest, and I hope that the sun shines for you. But remember, social distancing, and don't go outside unless it's absolutely necessary. And just finally, I discovered today that Monday is not a bank holiday. The bank holiday is being moved to Friday the 8th. So just to flag that up, Monday is not a bank holiday. It is Friday the 8th that is the bank holiday. And there will be another Monday bank holiday later in the month. But that came as a bit of a surprise to me. So I won't be relaxing on Monday, although I was going to be helping out with the food parcels. But otherwise, I hope that you have an enjoyable weekend, and I'll catch up with you again next